Jay, the wrap specialist here, and today I'm with my cousin David. He's from Brio Auto Spa, and we'll be working on this Audi R8, the V10 version of it. What we're going to be doing on this vehicle is going to be a full wrap. We're going to wrap the whole car in a Avery gloss blue. We're also going to give it some accents, so we're going to do the mirrors. We're going to do maybe something on the side in black carbon fiber by Avery, and we're also going to throw the roof in with that black carbon fiber. I know this one's going to look really, really good. I can't wait to start on it. I also have my friend on the way to start the disassembly process, and again, this is going to be a collab between me and my cousin David from Brio Auto Spa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
So we started working on the car. I started laying the quarter panel with David. He is also working on the other side, so we got both quarter panels almost finished up. I'm also I laid this piece, it's already done. Laid the piece all the way to the top. I'm getting ready to do the door top piece and the bottom side skirt next. I'll be using, for those of you that want to try wrapping yourself, I'll be using the same piece to do all three pieces. That way you save some material and you don't have to buy extra material. So what I usually do is, to do those pieces, is measure the material out from the longest piece that you're going to use. So that would be the side skirt. For me to get the measurement, I will give it maybe about 4 or 5 inches extra on the side skirt on that side. Same thing on this side, 4 to 5 inches extra on this side. Once I cut the material, I will kind of get a little estimate measure how much I need on the bottom, and then let's say I need like 5 inches. I'll cut 5 inches on the bottom side of the material. So then now that side skirt is ready, and then I'm gonna measure how much I need for the door, and I'll cut that straight long way, so I have material for the door, and that's using the same long piece we just cut. And then I'll do the same thing for this. Even though this curves and it looks like you need that much material, you could actually use a straight piece of material and make it curve so that you don't have to cut a big piece out of the roll. So you're gonna use the same piece to do all 3 of these from the roll. But as you see, this color is looking really nice. It's giving me a little issues on the corners, but I'm making it happen. This Avery color is a little bit different than most other Avery colors, but no problem. We're making it happen. It's looking good. I'm really happy with it. I'm feeling a little sick today, got a little cold, but me and David gonna knock this out. It's looking good, man. Can't wait to show y'all. So what I'm doing right now is preparing the bumper to wrap it. As you saw, I was laying some green tape around certain edges. The reason I do that is because when I'm laying the vinyl, I don't want the vinyl to stick on pieces like these. I don't want it to stick here. This is still on there because we can't remove it. If we remove it, it might get damaged. On most cars, you can easily take it off. On this one, it's got to stay. So what I did is I'm adding some tape on there so that when I'm doing the edge, this tape helps the vinyl not stick so much. It doesn't stick to the tape, so that gives me room to tuck in easily. That's the reason why I put the tape on there. I'm also doing it on the bottom. it helps me tuck the material on all the edges. So that's a tip right there for you guys that want to try wrapping on your own. This tape really helps. Automotive tape, you can find this at most part stores pretty much. So as you see, I put it on the light, on that plastic, the bottom piece. The rest should be fine. I don't need it anywhere else. I know some of you guys may think that it is easier to wrap the bumpers on some of these things, but it's actually not, because when you want to pull on the material, your bumper's gonna fall either to the side, to the other side, and it won't stay in place. That's the reason why I do it like this. I make sure to zip tie it on there, take off everything that needs to be taken off, and pretty much just wrap it on the car. Once I'm done, I take it off, then I put it on that thing, and I start putting it back together, or I have my guy actually put it back together, and then it goes on the car again. So I think that's the easiest way, best way to do it. You zip tie it to the car after you take everything off and get it on there. So we just laid the material. Another tip when working on cars and when you're gonna wrap the bumpers is that on most cars you could actually wrap both bumpers using the same piece. What I do is I usually measure the longest bumper. On this one, the longest one is actually the front bumper. On most cars, it's gonna be the back one. Once you measure it, you cut it out to that measurement, and then you fold it in half and cut it in half. So now I have material to do the back bumper using the same cut that I did for the front one. So you can do both bumpers using the same material. 60-inch roll, cut it in half. Now you got 30 inches, which is enough to do the front bumper, as you can see. Enough material to do it, and it's going to be the same thing for the back.
DJChronicBeats.com.
So I finished laying the bumper. Everything went in pretty smoothly. The only problem areas were, of course, where the black pieces are at on both sides. I did, however, was able to do it. Yes, took a little longer because I have to be really careful around those edges. It does look really good though. I'm really happy with it. Same thing with this. This is not too much of a problem. Got that taken care of, but I'm really happy how it's looking. The black with the blue on there. I also do have some carbon fiber accents that I'm doing on the car. Also did the hood earlier, yesterday. When I did this hood is a big hood. You use a lot more material than on most vehicles. I think on this one was about 8 feet. On most cars, you use 2 yards to do them. 8 feet, took it all the way down here to the side of the car, because it's just, I guess it includes the fender and the hood in one piece. I was able to do the whole thing in one piece. It's a little tricky, but when I lay the material, I try to lay it a little bit closer to this edge, right on that edge, so that I have enough to go right to this edge. A lot of material is going to be on the window side, but that's okay. You kind of use that to help you lay this part of the car. I might make a video on that later on where I actually show how exactly to do it. But just, if you're wondering, it is possible to make it in one piece, and it does look really good. There's no stretching. Everything's on there perfectly fine. I'm really happy how the car is looking. We're almost done. I still have to do the back bumper and the side mirrors, so I'm gonna be working on that next. Completing the car. We still do have a few little details to finish up on it, like the front emblems, back emblems, and a few little minor things, but it should be 100% complete by tomorrow. I'll make sure to show you guys how it looks. Y'all also make sure to follow me on Instagram and on Facebook at Jay the Wrap Specialist. Also make sure to follow my cousin. He's the owner of the car wash. He's also helping me wrap this car at Brio Auto Spa on Instagram. So we finished up the car. The gloss blue with the carbon fiber accents look really good on there. I'm really happy with the way it came out. Also the gloss black that the car already had, I think made it the perfect combination.
Big shout out to the customer for trusting us with his vehicle and bringing it to us. Also, I have like 4 or 5 new videos I'm getting ready to drop. One of the videos is going to be a how to wrap a hood video. I haven't really done any how-to videos before, but I'm going to keep doing them so I can get better at it. So bear with me when I'm trying to explain how to wrap something, because I haven't really done it before. I've never really wrapped and explained at the same time. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate everyone who's been liking, subscribing, and sharing the channel. Thank you guys for watching.